Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is removing gunk that is blocking our expression of joy and generally our expression using our voice. So not just verbally, but also through singing, humming, and so on, right? Well, the and so on, I guess, includes music in a sense as an extension of sound, right? But before I explain it a bit more and release this, I just wanted to make the announcement again that this coming Sunday, September the 21st, I think it is. Shoot, I forgot to double check and I'm not home right now. Anyhow, this coming Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have our first Positive Perspective Support Circle. I put the Zoom link on the Facebook page, Alamanic Shamans. So if anyone is interested, please head on over and get the information that way so that you can log in. And it would also be great if you could sign up there just so you can also connect with other people from, the same circle. I'm trying to slowly build a bit more of a community for us, and I know that we all have busy lives, but if we have a way of connecting with each other, I think that's wonderful. Okay, so anyhow, getting back to this, today I actually had my very first voice lesson. So there was a free singing lesson that I came across, like that was an offer, right, from a music school. And I thought, I've always had this inhibition of singing in public because, well, first of all, one of my elementary school teachers was completely shocked and expressed that shock quite openly, that it's impossible that I couldn't reach the high C. Well, my voice is lower than that of most women, so I just couldn't reach it. So after that, I felt really self-conscious about singing in front of others because I felt put really on the spot and embarrassed, right? And on top of that, my mother could never hold a tune. So between those two things, I guess I just really had that inner block. And during the lesson today, she told me that I actually had a beautiful voice. And yeah, I actually could reach incredibly low, which impressed her. So I was really positively surprised and amazed, and I thought, wow, what a waste that all this time I thought I just couldn't really sing in front of other people or didn't want to, just didn't feel comfortable, right? So what a waste of just relaxing and enjoying, the time and the moment. And what was it? Something else just popped into my head. Sorry, I'll come back to that in a second. So what I chose here for tonight is light blue paint. I've also been shown blue a bunch of times recently, right? So that always refers to the throat chakra. And I found this empty Jarritos bottle. So this is a Mexican pop here. Made in Mexico. I only tried the mango one. I haven't tried the lime one, but I'm sure it's yummy too. But the mango one I really enjoyed. It was really yummy. And generally speaking, I equate Latin American culture with a very joyful, life-embracing kind of culture, right? So I feel that this represents perfectly the joyful expression through singing, through music, that we may have withheld from our own range of expressing ourselves, right? So I'm gonna smash that in a moment. I do need to switch hands. I'm just trying to remember. There was another thought that popped into my head earlier, and now, of course, it's gone, but that's okay. If I remember before the end of the video, I'll mention it. And if not, then as my great-grandmother used to say, it probably wasn't that important. Okay, here we go. So Let's call in our divine team. Oh, and if anybody would like to smudge, please pause the video and do so. I didn't bring it for this, so we're going to jump right in. So, dear Creator, higher power, source and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth. Yes, sorry, I do have to mention it, and I'll call in our spirit team again after. So basically, during that music lesson, I was trying to play one of the spiritual chants that I sometimes like to sing, just to give her a sense of what kind of singing I want to practice, right? And suddenly there was no sound, and every time I raised the volume for the media player, it went back down to 0, to mute. And this happened a whole bunch of times, and I went into settings and finally got it, but it wasn't on Do Not Disturb. And then when I left, finally I got it and played the song for her, and then we worked a little bit with that melody. But then after the lesson, when I was in my car and I wanted to listen to music while I was driving, the same thing happened again. And I usually listen to YouTube and I shrink it down really tiny so I can still do the navigation with Google Maps, right? But I realized it was the music that kept being muted. Like everything else, the notifications and whatever, the sound was on, and that one kept going back down to 0 or to like mute, right? And it wouldn't stay up, and I tried it a whole bunch of times again and again and again, and I went into the settings and it was not on Do Not Disturb. I couldn't find the sleep function, but eventually when I opened YouTube and then I raised it, somehow eventually it started playing with a sound, and after that it was fine. And I realized that really was the musical expression, like the expression with a voice through singing that kept being muted, right? So I know that I'm not the only one with this. I know that many of us have had discouraging environments that we grew up in, that have basically muted us and our joyful expression through singing, through music, sometimes maybe even other verbalizing expressions. Maybe you wrote and read poetry or something else, just like expressing yourselves through sound, right? Whether spoken or through singing or music. So yeah, so that, and after I fixed that, my phone was fine again and it didn't do it again. So this was a clear sign, like during and right after that music lesson, the singing lesson, right? So anyway, sorry for the detour. Let's get back to it. So once again, I'm going to call in our divine team. So let's get started. Dear divine higher power of the universe, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all 4 directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all 4 elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, banishings, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Okay, with the smashing of this bottle, let any and all gunk, any and all limitations, barriers, blockages, insecurities, and other projected limitations that we have taken on be released and removed from us, from our body, mind, spirit, soul, energy field, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, genetically, karmically, and in any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward. Whew. Let that all now be released. Whew. And let us be free from those limiting beliefs, projections, and thoughts, thought patterns, and anything else that has been limiting us. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. And somehow I feel like this has to do with reptilian. So it looks a bit like a dragon or like a reptilian being with the head being up there. But all kind of like an entity. It's like no clear boundaries. It's sort of all over the place, like a dark spirit, except like it's blue clearly, but like sort of like a floating entity that has been affecting us and our energy field and our thoughts and emotions. Whew. Let us now be free from this. We thank it for the teachings that it did give us and the understanding of how difficult it can sometimes be to overcome inner hurdles and barriers. And we release it from our lives now and forever with love, but nevertheless a full and complete release. Go in peace, but go. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. Let the ceremony now be finished and accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us massively and strongly safe, shielded, and protected at all times with a massive 12D shield of golden light with a divine seal of protection. And so it is. All my relations, all our relations. Whew. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And also let me know down in the comments section how you felt during and or after the ceremony. I love to hear about it, and you know, I feel like I'm a little bit with you on your journey when I read your comments. And other than that, I already announced the support circle that's coming up this Sunday. And if anybody would like to contribute further to the channel, there's a PayPal link down below. I don't quite have enough subscribers yet for a donation button, but if you would like to support me that way, and the channel of course, that would be great. If not, not to worry, but I'm just really grateful that you're here supporting this channel, and I'm sending you so much love and light, so many blessings and protection. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. Bye for now.